Welcome back, public speakers. Today we're going to cover how to use Noodletools to do your annotated bibliography. So what you see on the screen is my sources tab of my Noodletools project. Remember, my sample research project has to do with cooking turkey for Thanksgiving. My research question was, what's the best way, or how do you cook a turkey? So I've been doing some research and reading that. I felt good about reading my articles, doing my note cards. Now it's time to put it all together. If you look at your sources tab, what happens is it puts it in order of the sources, and the only thing you have left to do is write your annotation. So to do that, you come up here to the tab options for the source and you hit edit. What that's going to do, it's going to open up the information that was imported from the database or that you typed in to the source as you created it. But the one thing that's not in there is the annotation. There's a box to write your annotation. So that's the best place to do it, because what's going to happen is you'll type it in here, you'll save it, it'll all be in one place. And when you export it into Google Docs to turn in your actual annotated bibliography assignment, it'll be formatted exactly like it needs to be for MLA style. So there's a couple things to pay attention to. When I wrote this annotation, I broke it up into 3 different sections. If you remember, the first part is a summary. So I said something like, in the article published in The Economist, the reader learns that COVID-19 is impacting the Thanksgiving turkey industry. In a normal year, companies like Butterball try to grow the biggest turkeys they can to feed large gatherings of people. But this year, there's more of a demand for smaller birds because families are staying home, not getting together in large groups, which is basically the gist of the article. The next thing, so that was 2 sentences. The next thing I have to do, evaluate the article. Why did I choose this article? What made me think it was credible, etc. So I wrote that this is a credible article because it was published in a periodical, which has a great reputation for reporting, which The Economist does. The Economist did a nice job evaluating the turkey industry and providing strictly facts about what's happening. They didn't try to project or have an opinion about why. They just said, here's what's happening, here's what grocery stores are doing, and that was it. So that's my evaluation, saying that it's a credible article. The last part is the reflection part. What am I using this for? The source was used mostly for my introduction. The statistics I got from this would go great in a startling statistic attention getter, talking something about how normally turkeys are 20 pounds. This year, the demand is like way smaller, right? And so I would come up with an attention getter based on this article that I read. Okay, what you don't want to do is format it like I have it here. Remember, it's supposed to be a paragraph. So I need to make it look like a paragraph. There we go. So now it's 6 sentences. I've got everything spelled right. That's an annotation. That's all you need. You can have more than that if you wanted, but that's what you need. 2 sentence in summary, 2 sentence evaluation, 2 sentence reflection. And that's it. When I'm done, I hit save. And that's going to bring me back. Now you can see my annotations in here, and it's saved, and I never have to worry about it again, right? And so then I'll go through and write annotations for each one of these. Let's pretend that I did that. What do you do last? Now that everything's in here, you want to get it into a Google Doc. You're going to click up here, print, export to Google Docs. And what that does is it'll ask you to create your Google Doc. I know you can't see it on my screen, but it's going to basically go into your Google Docs, create its own Google Doc with all your annotations, your citations perfectly in MLA style order and format. So you're not going to have to worry about anything once you're done with this process. So go through, make all your evaluations, make your reflections, your summaries, type your annotations in straight into Noodletools. Remember, you go options, edit, and then you type it in there. When you're done, up here, file, export to Google Docs, and then you'll turn that exported Google Doc into me at the end of the week. If you have any questions, please reach out. It's a lot easier, or it's really easy for me to give you. If you're not sure you did it right, we can jump on a WebEx call, or I can talk to you in class about making sure you've got it formatted right. But this should be a pretty easy process as long as you have 5 sources and 25 note cards done, and then write your annotations and everything's formatted the way it needs to be. So good luck doing that, and reach out to me when you have questions.